All right, chat. You guys ready for bonus content? All right, we just beat Mega Man 8. Oh, God, my back. All right. You just beat Mega Man 8, and now I wanted to see a speed run, Buster only. This is it means Buster. This is a speed run. It's about 13 minutes. This is by the video is posted by Mikhail Strife. So there he goes. They obviously they cut out all the cutscenes and everything. I'm Tengu Man. They started with Tengu Man. Oh fuck it! This is all the bosses. I don't want the bosses. I want an actual speedrun. I don't want to just click this lady's video or person's video. This is sure we can watch the GDQ one. Why not?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mega Man 8 here at Awesome Games.
Yeah, let's watch the GDQ
2024.
I want it Buster only, but it's fine.
Introduce my couch really quick, starting on the end here.
I'm KLM1187.
I'm Papat.1.
And I'm a T-Tree. Hopefully you're not sick of me yet.
Hey, we love all the Mega Man runners here. We're all doing great. So we are going to get started in Mega Man 8 here really quick in a second. Hopefully I don't get too nervous. Usually I make too many dad jokes. We talk about board games on my stream. It's fun. But we're just going to get going here. We definitely don't want to see donation trains during jump, slide. Definitely make donation chains during jump.
Yeah, jump,
slide.
You just said the opposite.
Slide.
No, seriously, Cardi, please.
No donation. Keep it 4. You might be asking yourself, hey, Mr. Cab, why are we playing Mega Man 8 today? How is this game different from all those other Mega Man games you've been watching?
Yeah, what are the differences here that you can
What is the difference here? Well, very quickly in this run, and known as right after this next platform, we're going to get one of the best utility items in the history of Mega Man. It's the Mega Ball. It looks like just an ordinary soccer ball, but it's actually really cool. It does lots of damage. We can kick it around everywhere. And because this is one of the PlayStation Mega Man games,
I used it a few times, but it didn't feel all that great.
And the Buster at the same time, which
does it sound good, chat?
Lots of neat tech.
Shoutouts to Mega Man Soccer. I'm glad something good could come of that game's legacy.
It's so true. Mega Man Soccer, I forgot it upstairs. It didn't get to be on the couch this year, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. So we're just going to keep going. The Mega Ball immediately gets put to use, obviously. We're using it to make jumps off of some of these platforms. We'll explain that a little more as we go.
Okay.
First, we have to defeat my arch nemesis, Mr. Crab here.
Mr. Crab!
What is his name? Yoko?
Yadacardo.
Yadacardo. Thank you, Clear Tonic, our resident lore master, making sure we know the names of all these enemies. This is sort of the Mega Ball tutorial boss in its intention. It wants us to kick the shell up and then get it
Wait, you can still use the Mega Buster while using the fucking ball thing?
One of these places has a hitbox.
For a second there, my brain was like, you're on GDQ, you can't curse. I'm at home, in my own fucking house.
It's about 3 seconds for letting it jump across the screen. We're not too worried about that. First, we have to meet Dr. Wily here.
Dr. Wily.
It's over, Wily. Hopefully the last time I get to say that for a while.
Fine. Gotcha.
He's making gotcha ball machines. How evil. Well, while we mash through some text here, Mr. Cartridge Blowers, if you would.
I've got you $50 from Sage Hero. Best of luck to the guy in the hat running Mega Man 8. Turn up the music. This game has great bass lines.
I got it. Your puns only give me strength. Keep them coming.
$20 from Metroid Master. Message from Dr. Light. You must recover all the energy, Mega Man.
When we find the donations, we'll take care of Kenta.
Oh, my goodness.
Best of luck on the Mega Man 8 run, Cab, and always remember to Colossus roar your way through.
Colossus.
Good ref. Thank you, Metroid Master.
I love that.
Huh. So he put out the ball and then started sliding.
Items, but it also has probably one of the more technical screens in the entire run. And we're through that part of it, but we're showing off here that we do, again, have access to both the Mega Ball and the Mega Buster
using it as a double jump.
Time. So we can fire a Mega Ball, just sort of like soccer, dribble it around with a Mega Man slide, while shooting Buster shots ahead to do extra points of damage wherever we can.
That's the thing you didn't do. You were correct.
And so we can proceed. Unfortunately, our slide in this game is a little slower than we'd want.
It's very slow.
Was a little late, but that's fine.
That's kind of why I didn't use it. I didn't realize you could force it to go faster.
Fix it? Okay, I'm going to hold you to that.
What would you gonna do some post-processing on the run, speed these parts up 1.5 times? I don't...
Maybe. Whoa. See, we want to use actually the Buster on that last shot because we actually are conserving some Mega Balls. I believe this mid-boss is named Rune.
Yeah, Udurun.
Reminds me
So
of
I didn't know. I
Patrick
didn't
from my
realize
level
you
1
could
days.
charge.
It's got the whole thing going
The
on.
Mega
It takes the
Buster.
same amount of damage from a Mega Ball shot and a full charge shot,
Okay.
and it likes to be a jerk. The biggest problem we have here is if I fire the Mega Ball out initially into the floating garbage,
Nice.
the ball just goes away. I got a lot of extra ammo going into that fight. That's the only reason I have anything left. So that mid-boss down, we have ourselves a Rush item. Hey, we got to see Rush.
Good dog.
So we immediately get to use him
So
because
I'll-
Rush is a lot faster in this game.
I was
Come on,
gonna
switch
say,
to
I wonder
Mega
if they're
Ball.
gonna
Come on,
use
Mega
the,
Ball, work for me.
I wonder if they're gonna use the motorcycle.
Rush bike as seen on this fabulous Yeti shirt this year. I need to get that.
Oh, yeah, same.
So good.
Rush bike goes really fast, fires missiles at all of our enemies. We don't take damage on Rush bike, but that kind of counter next to Rush's picture on the left side of the screen, that's how much time we get to keep riding Rush. It goes down 5 seconds every hit. Unfortunately, unless we can do a TAS-only frame-perfect jump, we have to ditch Rush there.
A
Guessing
test
the
only
rest
frame
of the
perfect
stage?
jump? Yeah, no, not happening. Unless
You know, I
get
have to say,
lucky.
nothing in this level.
there it is.
Oh
Nothing in this
no.
level looks OSHA certified, so I appreciate that you and Mega Man are steering clear of any ladders and other stage hazards.
Well, the down button has betrayed me, so we're just gonna go this way.
You want to get a donation in while we get back there?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Absolutely. We've got $50 from Tormod. Mr. Cab, may your Mega Man 8 run go Mega Man great. Lots of love from Wisconsin.
Thanks, Tormod.
Got time for another?
Go for it.
$5 from Skybills. Cab, it's so exciting to see you playing Mega Man 8 on the big
It's so
stage.
interesting that you can use
Sending
the
all the
double
good
jump.
vibes for
Like,
a
you can
fast
use the
run
thing with the
for
double jump. That's so
everlasting
cool.
peace. Miss you and hope to see you soon. Love Skybills and Author Blues.
Yo, thanks, Sky. Down button was nicer to me that time, so we've made it to the end.
Trust you didn't get the ammo there, but it
This
doesn't
is
slow the
Grenade
game
Man.
down
I
like it
love
does in the
Grenade
other. Well, I guess he doesn't need it.
Hello to my cute bombs. So, unlike a lot of other Mega Man games, our half charge actually does do extra points of damage in this game. We're doing 2 points of damage. Velocities have 40 hit points instead of the usual 28.
Really?
So DPS, we want to do half charges. If we happen to get a full charge because we're dodging things, that's fine. We'll take the extra point of damage.
Makes sense.
When he has about 10 points left, Crazy Destroyer, the floor gets destroyed. And now we're finishing the fight down here. There we go.
Clean. Very clean.
All the Robot Masters in this game shot something crazy. We get Flash Bomb. We will get to see that shortly in the next stage. Cartridge builders, if you've got anything else, keep reading.
Absolutely. We've got $55 from I'm a Paper Ninja.
Yo.
Get charged up, handsome guy. And remember, it's all about the Mets. Wait, that's Mega Man 4.
Oh, no.
Missing you, Mrs. Cab, and Little Cab.
That's what the little guys are called. I can't
Love
remember
you
what they're
both.
called. They're called
Thank
Mets.
you so much.
And we have a $350
All right, boss
donation.
order.
Woo, Smoke a Lope, who just says,
So I
"Keep
guess
up
we're
the
going to
great
standard
work."
boss order. I thought that
Right,
because
we'll
some of the
try.
Mega Man
Mind
games
controller,
have
don't
like
push down
specific
again on
like
me. The
like a specific
bane of
Mega
every
Man,
Mega Man
like
runner is when you
specific
push down
run
by
order. Excuse
accident
me.
and slide right into a
Yeah,
pit
I
like
guess this
that.
one
So
is it
hopefully
so
it doesn't
far?
happen again. I just
Wait, when
jinxed
you
it.
when you jump and slide, or
jump and slides.
Jump,
Oh,
jump,
no.
slide.
It's happening.
right? I did the
up
thing.
here?
Sorry.
Oh no, it's happening again. This game definitely is known for a few things, and in a moment we're gonna get to a nice sled ride where those words might come up. If we've got donations that actually specifically say that, just go ahead and marathon through them.
No, none of those came in. I don't know what
None
you're
at all?
talking about. We have $10 from Connor Recon. I hear something about a donation train for walk, walk, run, run.
Huh.
Close. You've got the spirit of it.
We're getting there.
We have $5 from Average Type. Jump, jump, slide, slide. $50 from Ross Gileath.
Jump,
Jump,
jump.
jump, but only one slide.
We'll see. We'll see.
We have $5 from Anonymous. Slump, slump, jai, jai.
Got him.
I don't know how to do either of those things.
I didn't say jump, jump, slide, slide. I followed the rules.
It's true. I respect that.
Did he double jump with
$5
the
from
fucking?
Sir Kai.
He double jumped with the
Slide,
thing.
Slide, jump, jump.
Oh, that would have been so nice to
That was all
have.
caps, so I felt it. And $5 from Hugh Henry. I've been told that I need to comment. Jump, jump, slide, slide.
Sweet. So while we're getting through the rest of this marathon, this auto scroller, and I'm just a little terrified because there's no checkpoints in here. I do want to point out a lot of things.
Yeah, that's a lot
that
of time
people
loss
ask
if
when
you
they
die
start running
here.
Mega Man 8 is, how do I do these ball jumps? I can't push jump and shoot the Mega Ball at the same time. So we just wanted to show here. Just hold the jump button. Just hold the jump button and just keep pushing the shoot.
It's that easy.
That's
Just
crazy.
hold jump. That's all you gotta do. On the
Man, that would've been so nice to know. I should've-
And later on, spoilers.
Maybe I
if
should have
you do
watched
move
it
forward
before I
fast
played the
enough, you'll just
game.
move
Holy
right
shit.
into it. Otherwise, there's about, I think it's like a 16 frame window, something like that. It's plenty of time
Also an eternity.
to move forward into it at the top of your jump. We get to use Rush Bike again here because, again, Rush Bike really fast. Rush Bike ignores ice blocks. Great for driving
What?
through the Pittsburgh snow.
Bruh.
Now, see, my headcanon is that Rush actually has knowledge of the third dimension, so he's just going around the ice blocks.
Such a good boy.
Makes sense because he just kind of
Yoshi
passes
ditch.
through him.
Remove ladders.
Bro, it's so good.
Well, it happened. We climbed a ladder. Okay, tough bunny jump. You have a very short window to fire a Mega Ball when you slide off a ledge and you get a jump. We've started calling those money jumps. It's not, well, it is a big enough time save that we do it whenever we can because always be sliding. It's the rule of all these Mega Man games. And one more.
What about the
jump,
ones where you
jump,
can't slide? Because I'm pretty
This one
sure
goes a
9
little
and
bit
10
faster,
doesn't
but
have
it's a lot
sliding.
shorter as a result.
Got a donation or two, though?
No more on the hype train just yet, though I know they're on it, but I can read this one for you. It's $250 from LV Creed.
Hey.
Just doing
Hey,
my
Creed.
usual rounds in the Mega Block, supporting this AGDQ. As always, I love seeing the representation of the Blue Bomber at these events. KLM with a superb showcasing of Mega Man 3 Buster only, and Mr. Cab obviously killing it with Mega Man 8. However, it would be remiss of me to not also mention those that carry the spirit of Mega Man, like a T-Tree's fantastic 30XX run and Mikan's Mega Serval run, which was a pleasant surprise of a game, being ran later in the marathon. GDQ tends to bring the rest out of the Mega Man games and their runners, and this serves as no exception. Continue to fight for everlasting peace, fight for a cancer-free world, and fight to make this GDQ one of the best ones ever. Take care, my Speed brethren.
Thank you so much, Creed.
I love you, Creed.
Thanks, Creed.
We need to say it later for Creed. Dr. Wiley has the best eyebrows in gaming. And I definitely wasn't worried when I almost got scrolled off the screen there. We missed the whole Frostman.
Frostman.
Boss
one.
man.
Yeah.
No
Frostman
problem.
fight. It was as easy as it looked. Just keep him in iframes. Flash Bomb is a great weapon for that. And
Credit to Frostman. He
I mean,
has
that's-
practice
that's
dummies of
what you
Mega Man
do.
there. He is practicing just as every speedrunner does. It didn't help him much, but still, credit.
yeah, he's trying, and that's the most important thing. All of those beautiful Mega Man ice sculptures. We didn't get to see the Ice Wave, but Ice Wave is actually a really good weapon. We're gonna come right over here to Tengu Man. Tengu Man, the robot
Wait,
master.
did
that
you
is
say
kind
they
of
were-
sort
they're
of
not
weak to
using it?
Buster in this game? Even weaker still to the Ice Wave. We get to see all of our friends in this stage. We do have wind to push us forward, sliding still a little bit faster. Okay.
Yeah, they.
Yeah,
We
this
got a couple of
this
cycles
song
here,
sounds like
hopefully.
Airman's
And slide,
stage slightly.
slide.
Like it sounds like it's got like a
we hate
motif in
ladders.
there.
We also hate these like bubble platforms too that you want to kind
Those are
of use
kinda
to
slow,
navigate
yeah.
these spikes and don't pop the bubble. And whoops, we're done.
Love a good damage.
Plus, they didn't get
There's Ice
the
Wave
screw
really
there.
quick.
or
Again,
the
right,
bolt.
we're just switching right between each of the weapons. We have fast weapon switching with R and L.
Botcher,
I don't know why
are you
this
still
works, but it looks funny.
Yeah, like Cap mentioned, virtually every weapon in this game has great utility that you could basically use it as your primary. There are best times to use all
How
of
are
them,
you
to be
shooting the
sure,
Mega
but
Buster
they all have a
and
time to
using your
shine.
weapon?
And so does Beat.
If you didn't do that,
Bird.
no, you could
Beat
do
is
that.
a
I'm being
good
real with you.
bird. I will not take this beat slander while I'm here.
Beat's an amazing bird.
Look, all I know is that birds are jerks.
Also true.
Hey, birds
Kalen?
are cringe. That guy's based.
I like beat. I like beat.
All right, I guess we like Beat.
All right, on the whole, we are a Beat
I like Beat.
positive
The birds are
team.
cringe.
Thank you.
So Beat kind of hovers in front of us, and if we're holding a charge, Beat just really hovers there and just destroys everything in his path. Beat is amazing. We got the rush upgrade here, so we have sort of the spread shot. This is taking me back to my Gradius days. We don't have the missile launcher that's known as Eddie or Otto, who is also here doing his best. Otto's weapon's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's good.
Just does a lot of damage.
It fires so slowly.
It's true. The second half of the
So
stage,
I'm
we're still
assuming
looking
that
for our
because you have
friends.
a actual
we
like weapon
only
ammo
want
button
Beat,
and then an
though.
actual button to shoot
Again,
Buster
because Beat,
shits.
when he's hovering in front of you, is just a constant hitbox. So we absolutely want that for the mid-boss that's coming up. Everybody else, they do a fair amount of damage, they just do it slower.
Yep, and there's your example
There's
of what Frostwave does across the bottom of the screen. We're hopefully going to be seeing it do basically the same later against Tengu Man.
I mean, it doesn't slow anything down, so if you didn't get it, I don't see a reason why not to get the other stuff.
If anyone would like to Kappa in chat, now is a perfectly cromulent time.
Go ahead, chat Kappa in chat right now. Do it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All those weapon drops caught in the wall.
Come on, beat. Come on.
There we go. Hey, there's a smart bird.
I'm going to overlook that.
At that point, I would have taken Eddie if he had shown up again. Eddie does a great amount of damage just lobbing bombs in front of us. It's like the second best by far option for taking out this mid-boss. Let's see if I destroy this enemy 3 times. Nope, don't even destroy him once apparently. I was off. So here's our giant cannon of destiny. We mostly don't want to get shot by the laser, which means we need to damage boost off something like the boss's body, which does significantly less damage. Just fishing for a drop there. These are bolts. They are currency. There's 40 of them in the game. We need 5 of them. You even saw us skip one in the first half of the stage.
Yeah.
It's just slower to get it. We don't need it.
Yeah, there's several that are right in your way, so it's like you might as well just get the ones that are in your path instead of going out of your way.
Some of those were in the path,
1,
though.
5, 1, 2, 3, 1. If you come up to the top of that trying to jump left, you'll get caught in the wind, and that will end poorly for you, so don't do that. Hang on, we got one really scary-looking jump there, but it's fine.
He was going to say crappy. He was like, wait, GDQ. That's insane.
Party balls
bro, that looks so
every
smooth.
Boss door, giving full all-weapon drops. We like those.
It's just a kid. Don't make me laugh.
Wow.
Don't make me laugh.
So again, Tengu Man, weak to pretty much everything. Ice Wave, though, likes to drop to the ground, so it's kind of hard to hit a flyer with it, but we're going to try. What?
Yeah, there are a couple opportunities for it based on that was a pattern that could have worked. There he is on the ground for us. Thank you very much.
He needs to be pretty much standing there. Make sure we get under that tornado.
I didn't know you could slide past it.
And that's it.
Hey,
Wow. I didn't realize you could try to hit him in the air with the shit because he kind of drops down immediately.
Over his head, and you'll see a lot of like world record strats doing that. It's kind of tricky, and it switches between this fight and the refight when you have extra weapons in the way with LNR. But we took care of business. We have Tornado Hold, a great utility weapon. Cartridge builders, if you've got one, we got time for one.
Yeah, we've got $50 from Rogue Coolman. Mega Man 8 is one of my favorites. It was one of the games I loved on my Sega Saturn.
Yo,
Go, Mr. Cab, 55.
We played on PlayStation 1 because PlayStation is amazing. So,
version of the game.
although the Sega Saturn
has them. We love the Saturn version.
Mario, are you still in chat? I want to. You actually probably had these consoles. So I'm
One
gonna ask
more
you.
use of Rush Bike here, especially before the next screen where Mega Man would normally just walk across it, but we want to ride a bike really fast across it instead.
Are we doing one-ups? We
What's
blessing the
up?
run?
So, what do you think
No.
looked better in terms of
Oh,
games?
yes.
Did the Sega Saturn
You
look
kick a
better or the
metal ball into
PlayStation
clown's
1?
Mouth, you get a 1-up, which we don't need, but it would be nice to have.
Mr. Cab, what's it like using Rush, anyways?
I know, right? It's free. You get to, I'd say you get to feel the wind through your hair, but we're wearing a helmet. Always wear your helmet.
Should try it sometime.
Oh!
Sega Saturn had better
Okay,
side-scroller
we did it.
technology. I see.
For whatever reason, they
But
stop you
the
from using
PlayStation
Rush
1 looked
Bike
better?
on the screen. So we have these kind of weird circle X other platforms going on. More on that in a moment. First, we have to visit our dear friend Sissy Roll, whose name I only know because of Rock Band and Forte, a game that came out after this one. So like pretty much all the mid-bosses in this game, we just want to fire a lot of Mega Balls into it. Hopefully, with as little iframes as possible, as few iframes as possible.
The fewer the better.
You know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to see
got
the
it.
fucking the fight with the one shit. I haven't seen the
Saw there too, is what you'll
Saturn
see later,
version,
is you
but it
can
would make
change
sense.
the trajectory of the Mega Ball by holding up or down
All
as
right.
well.
That's true.
I'm waiting for that one boss fight in Wily Castle. With
Yeah,
the
we got our
fucking-
third
did-
type
after
of
the
block
shit,
here. We've got
after the
yes blocks,
slide,
no blocks, and
slide,
skull
jump.
blocks.
That boss.
What do skull blocks do, Cap?
Skull blocks make you fall through them, so just don't mind the
I wanna
spikes
see how he
underneath them.
speedruns
They're
that
there for
part.
decoration only. They certainly won't instantly kill you. What is this, a Mega Man game?
Yeah.
Ah.
I mean, this boss is a clown. I'd be
Oh.
willing to see that anything's possible.
I mean, you'd figured they'd have safety nets or something.
Nah, a true circus performer does not need them.
True.
And you
So
hit the
let's see
Sega
if we
Saturn
can
for
get
Mega Man.
the tornadoes
Some different
going,
content.
sort of.
Yeah, because the guy that I was scrolled past
Yeah, the fact that you can have
was like, oh
multiple
yeah,
weapons on
Cutman's
screen
in
at
here.
the same time
So,
just helps.
if I knew that, I would have played the Sega Saturn
You can
version.
combo both Mega Ball and Tornado Blow at the same time into inverted climb sections.
Bashir, can you
one
do
of
me a
the
favor?
neatest
Can you
things about
grab
this game in
Johnny's
my mind is
review
somebody
of
who's
Mega Man
played it
8 for me?
casually on a couple of occasions, but not as a
Clown.
speedrunner.
You
is
can
that
post it in chat.
It really does a good job melding classic and modern sensibilities. You can use multiple powers at once, but it still, plays through like a classic game.
That whole clown climb is supposed to be finding the question mark blocks that will take you up to the next level, or you could do what we did. It's good. We got the
Power
early hit in.
shot.
You can use Tornado Hold to stun Clown Man. And
Bro, I didn't
wrap
even see
up.
him use-
It's just a little slower than not doing that.
It
So here we are.
does seem slow.
Yeah, so if we hit him first with the
'Cause you have
Buster, we
to-
won't get that long animation when we hit him with Tornado Hold right after.
Yeah,
One more. Let's hope that's it.
Nice.
that's crazy. 'Cause you don't even see him switch.
Because the PlayStation decided to have this like solid life meter bar, it's kind of hard to tell when they have exactly 4 hit points left. There's way too many times I shoot that tornado. There's 5 hit points, and whoops, flinch animation. Cartridge blowers, if you've got one,
Oh, I've got so many. We've got
ooh, let's get them in.
a $20 donation from your boy Grunty. Mega Man 8? Well, I sure hope he did. You shouldn't move around so much on an empty stomach.
It's true.
I am getting kind
so
of hungry
much.
though. I'm getting a little hungry.
After the first 4 robots, we didn't actually really talk about that much. There's only 4 robot masters at the start of this game, not 8. So after those 4, we get this sort of
What do you guys
intermission
have
stage,
planned
for lack of a better
for
phrase,
food?
with our good friend
I'm
Duo
thinking. I
from
think
the
I'm just
opening
gonna
movie that we
try.
skipped over. It's just right behind this door, searching for where
Try
all
some,
the evil energy went. He's on to
I don't
Dr.
know if I
Wily
wanna
for us,
do-
but
I'm gonna try to
like
make
all
rice
great
porridge.
shows, the
I
heroes
think
have to
that's
fight each other to test out each other's strength or something. Duo takes 1 point of damage from pretty much everything,
Low
except
man.
full charge buster
Are you doing like
shots.
proper low man? Or
So
you doing
we
like instant?
use the flash bombs. I shot into iframes there.
Arc
To
invincible.
just keep them in iframes as much as possible, so we hit them as fast as we can. I love it when you let go of the shoot button while you're sliding.
My
There we
own
go.
way.
He only has 15 hit points. You want to end on the left side. Classic, sort of get Mega Man
Basically
to the
halfway
side of the
done.
room. I don't know why Proto Man's scarf blows in a cave underground. I love it though.
I mean,
he
they're
Wherever-
robots. He might as
wherever
well.
I go,
He
the
probably
wind
just has it like
follows.
bolted
That's
to his
what-
chassis in the right places.
just has like one of his fans actually just located underneath it. It's amazing.
Brother got wagyu from
Enhanced
his
cooling,
job.
you know.
Yeah,
Is it
it's the most
Wagyu?
stylish thing in
Wagyu.
the world.
Wagyu, you spelled it.
So after the first 4 robots, the shop also has more things. Remember all those bolts we were collecting? We're gonna buy the hyper slider because our slide is way too slow. Roll, just say it.
Yeah, I guess
Good
that makes
luck,
sense. They
Mega
didn't buy
Man.
that one.
I don't know why I say that every time I play this game. But
That
I
went
don't.
much better than the practice run on the JP version earlier.
My sister got me a Rockman 8 cart, and I
Thank
finally
you.
got to test it out here in the practice
Thank you,
room.
thank you.
And we found out that one of the version differences between the US and the Japanese version of the disc is the buttons that confirm and cancel in the menu, of all things. So that was just fun. Anyway,
Tomato
we're off to
oranges.
Astro Man
Same
stage.
thing. No, it's not.
Shouts to Yoku Blocks.
No, it's not.
But yeah, like Cap mentioned earlier, or alluded to, the game being split into 2 halves of 4 levels each. Levels 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, you know
now
what? Let's see
assume
how they
you have the
speed- no,
weapons
you know what? They
to
probably
levels
just
1 through
jump
4,
over.
and are going to ask you to start using them.
It's true. Astro Man, maybe not so much.
'Cause I was thinking about
We're
that
just
jump
gonna
that I
go
was
through
having
this
trouble with
sort of
in this
weird
level.
Escher staircase maze that wraps in almost every direction. There is a frame perfect trick you can do to skip past this, and I think on your second attempt it becomes 3 frames.
Yeah.
Failure can easily result in death, or otherwise just sliding into a wall a lot. So we're just gonna go the other way and listen to the great Astro Man music.
This one's fun.
So if you, cartridge blowers, if you do have anything else for us,
I do like to.
Sure.
I do
Great time.
like frame kills. So they're called frame kills. We just do stuff to
donation
to
from
pass
Tempest
time in the
Mask
game.
1000.
Yo.
What a monumental
I
week
like
this has been for
in
me.
like games
Not
where I
only
like
is this
crash.
my
I like
first
bopping
ever
the
in-person
character
GDQ, but the opportunity
to
meet
the
these
music.
super cool
But
friends from the
he
Mega
was
Man
shooting the
community
music,
has been something
shooting
of a
the
dream
busters
come
music.
true. As a Battle Network kid, Mega
So the
Man 8
Sega
was
Saturn
my
was being
classic
developed
entry
with
point.
2D games
So after
in
having done
mind,
my
and
first run
it
through
only started
GDQ,
to add
I
3D
consider it an
architecture
honor and
at
privilege
the very
to
end of
witness
the
the
development
classiest
period.
runner I've
So
gotten to know
most 2D
rock
games
and roll
that
this
are
game on the
set
main
on the
stage.
Saturn not only
Much
look
love,
better, but they
Cab,
also have
and
better
extra
frame
love
rate.
to KLM and a
See,
Petrie for
so
this
note to
epic
self:
block.
if I try to play more games, I should play on the
We're going to
Saturn.
use Tornado Hold to
If
get
I'm
up
trying
there
to play
as
more
fast as we
2D
can.
games specifically.
I'm also a Super Metroid fan, so I have long ago dubbed this the worst room in the game.
Yep, every game has one, but Metroid fans know it better than most.
I don't know how I made that one.
Nice. Yeah, if you get off this cycle in this room, everything goes just wrong.
Yeah, he just jumps
Everything
over.
was
we're
just
through.
wrong, and
We're
we're like a
fine.
full second behind. I don't know what we're doing here, but we're alive, so that's good.
Yeah.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The bob jump is bullshit. If I knew you could do it, because I didn't figure out that you
I
could do
wasn't
it until I
really
got to that fight.
I mean, I was,
The
but
fight that I was
wouldn't
stuck
give it
on.
saying.
Okay, good. We're agreed. We're not
Like
gonna
that's
tell
I didn't know
Trevor
you could do it
everything.
until then.
Right.
Okay.
But it didn't. But then the utility for it didn't even know it was
Please.
possible.
This hollow block here, you want Mega Man's back foot on that tile, and that's how you know where to fire that. We missed, but we won't tell anybody. We're good.
Tactical calibration. It's not a problem.
Got a Mega Ball jump up there, do something.
You don't grab that ball.
No worries. Just
Guess
a
there's
little
no reason to
behind.
grab it. I guess they have what they wanted already.
So, about those 4 Robot Masters and 4 Robot Masters, we don't have Astro Man's weakness. We have a soft weakness in Grenade. It's going to do 2 points of damage, but not 4, like most of the other weakness weapons. Our other option for this was Swordman with Ice Wave, which, again, not very good to use against enemies that aren't directly on the ground. Astro Man going to immediately be a jerk and use Astro Crush. When he uses that, it's hard to hit him, and it's easy to take a lot of damage. So, of course,
The
he uses it
utility in this
twice.
game seems
he knows
awesome.
he's in a marathon.
Well,
what
yeah,
can
I
say?
think if
It's
you
also a
like
free
this
time
game gets
loss,
better if you
which
play
I
it
know.
play it
It's the
over and over
opposite of
again.
what we
However, Wily One still sucks.
Shield is doing its job. Good job. We want Astro Man to kind of duck down and just have
How
this
is he
pattern
switching so
where his
fast?
orbs circle around.
What is going to be the last cycle before you defeat him?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And I still had the lingering last shot on the screen, so I couldn't fire another one. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You play Mega Man ZX.
So
ZX,
Mega
I
Man
will
8 is
eventually
actually
play.
kind of a
Probably
RNG
after
heavy
Zero
game
games.
because things like that can happen and you're just kind
So
of
I think
stuck.
in
can
process
go
of
up
what I'm
and
going to
keep
do is I'm going to
hunting
do Mega
him,
Man
but
X
then we
and probably
get to a
do
real
X1 through
threat of
4,
running out of hit
and then I'm
points
going to
and
make
taking
Mega
a
Man
death there and having
Legends.
to start
That's
the
the
whole
plan
thing all
for
over
the
again.
Mega Man games.
And we'll see even more RNG friends later on tonight.
Because Mega Man Legends is the thing I hear the
Oh, we
most
get
about.
Astro Crush, which
Oh,
is
Mega
actually
Man
a
Legends is so
really good
good.
weapon. It's
Yeah,
our
da, da, da,
full screen
da, da,
clear
da, da.
weapon
And
of
then they
this
still,
game.
and then I also know they don't
And
have Mega Man
our
Legends.
good friend
because
Aquaman
Capcom
doesn't
hates
like it
us.
very much.
Can I hit you
I
with a
haven't
quick
seen
donation?
Legends. I haven't
Go for
seen
it.
Legends. I just hear
$25 from
people
Tina Hacks.
say good things. about it.
Yo.
KLM and Mr. Cab, one after the other. It doesn't get much better than that. Congrats,
I'm
KLM,
yet
on a
play
fantastic
X5
run,
too, I
and
don't
best
know.
of luck, Cab, on
I don't remember
jumping
if I like
and
that one or
sliding.
not.
Miss y'all, cheering you on from home.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Tina.
Tina.
We're swimming?
We're swimming.
Mega Man finally learned to swim in this game.
And he's gonna forget it in the next
Forgot
game.
immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
I know, right?
So I think I mentioned this already, but Mega Man 9
I
and
don't know
10
why
go
that
back to the
slide jump
NES
works,
style.
but it's terrifying going over spikes with it.
I'll play almost all the Battle Networks. I got to Battle Network 2 and quit
Okay. Okay.
because Battle Network 2 sucks.
All
It
right,
has
I
so
got,
much shit that in it that I don't
Revenge
like
on
that I
the
just
last
couldn't keep
swimming
playing.
level I played at GDQ in 7-2. Shout out to Mario 1. Swimming in this game is actually kind of tricky in that it's not like some games like Mario World and Donkey Kong where you can hold
How
up
do you do this
and
game?
down to
This,
gain
boss fast.
like swimming height faster or slower. You're just kind of stuck with the same swimming jumps.
Come on, Garone.
You just kind of flop in the.
Thank you. I was
Mid-boss.
about to ask if we got the mid-boss's name
I was
since
gonna say it,
yesterday.
We might have.
Just kind of
This
lobbing
mid-boss
the,
is awful because
the
it just
bomb.
goes behind the waterfall a lot.
Hey,
It just wants to not
And
be
he got
hit.
him.
I think my PB is like 20 seconds off of gold on this mid boss for some reason.
Yeah,
and it's
I
just,
think that's right.
it's one of those RNG
Right,
sources.
Pat, what's your favorite battle network?
You just have to kind of.
I'm
manage
most
which
interested in
weapon are
Star
using
Force,
to
I think it was
attack
called.
so that
Star
you can
Force
get
seems
as
like
much as you can, 'cause if
the
it goes
most
underneath
like
you, you're using Ice
biggest
Wave. If it's
departure.
across from you, you're using
Because what the fuck is that game even about?
Need. If it goes up too high, you might even want to use. What's that other one? Astro. There's weapons in this game. I promise you.
At least 9.
That's true. So we just want to get through this section, jumping through the bombs.
Thank you for hitboxes that don't extend all the way to walls.
I know. Right?
Always glad to see those.
Yeah.
There's a couple of places like that, notably in Clown Man when I fell through a elevator platform where you have to be holding against
He got
the wall
hit
for it
and
to
then
actually
slid off
get Mega Man
off
to
the
go
top
through
of
it.
it because
It's
technically
kinda weird
Lieutenant
like
isn't
that,
a hurtable
now
object.
you know.
And knowing is half the battle. Wait, wrong entertainment franchise.
So here is Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Sometimes he says he's handsome guy. We love
Be
you.
both.
It's true. He's very handsome.
You can call me handsome
We
guy.
don't actually have enough Astro Crush to defeat Aquaman, but as we've been
Maybe it's the
mentioning
one with the
every
beast,
couple of
the blue
stages in
one?
this run, you can use the Buster while you're using
I only
weapons.
played one.
It works that we have just enough
and,
time
like,
between Astro Crushes while he's stunned
the
to use
intro,
full
too.
charge shots and finish the job.
Yeah, it's really handy that there's a dedicated Buster button and a dedicated special weapon button, so you can have both active at the same time.
It's my favorite thing about all the PlayStation Mega Man games. Bring it back for Mega Man 12, Capcom.
Time for donations.
Go for it.
$25 from Frozen Storm. Donate during Blue Bomber. He never leaves me somber. I wish you could stay on the stream all day, but I'll settle for one game longer. Thanks for the
love it.
MM3 and MM8 runs.
I like this guy. Swordman was cool.
Our donors are just so endlessly creative. I love it.
I
It was
love
6,
it.
but they had 2 versions.
Need
I
more
did hear
puns,
about
though.
that.
True.
But these,
I think the
poetry.
I think the
that joke
collection
per minute
has,
quotient is rather
has
low
both
right now.
versions.
We'll work on that.
And then this is the stage that really shows off the fact that you have 4 weapons that you already are guaranteed to have from the previous set of stages. They have like a little mini puzzle based off of each of those 4 weapons from before.
I do
Oh,
want to
I
try
guess
and jump
so.
into these portals to save about a half a second of stand-up animation, but if I don't, oh well. That's not the one I want to use, but that's kind of interesting looking.
Unintentional backup strats. I like it.
Well, we got the weapon equipped, we might as well use it. That was Water Balloon.
Yep. And this is our first showcase of the Thunderclaw, which deals a little bit of damage if you fire it directly into an enemy, but if you fire it past them and it comes on the way back, then it deals damage every frame that it's interacting with them, so it can deal a lot of damage very quickly.
Oh.
It's the Tengu Tornado Hold Room.
The transformations he had was
I
so
keep calling
dope.
it
I hated the
Tengu
fire
Blade,
school
That's
level.
the Rockman and Forte version of the weapon.
Long for no
That
reason,
room
and it
has
had
a
it was,
lot
hard,
tighter
it was hard to
timing
get the
than it actually
upgrades.
looked like.
That part always
If
pissed
you
me off.
get
I
those
don't remember
floating
what you're
platforms
talking
off
about.
cycle at all,
But I'm sure it also pissed me off.
and it's annoying. Red.
Green.
It's weird to me that they're skipping this, the
That jump
screws
pass.
because wouldn't
Red, green, yellow.
faster charge up on the Mega Buster?
Arguably the least, no, second least optimal pattern. Could have left us at the far left side of the room.
Wouldn't
Anything that
the
makes
Mega
us
Buster
have to,
charge
go
faster
all the way
be
to the end
like a
first,
good thing to grab?
less good.
But maybe not.
Yeah.
So flash bombs light up that room so you can actually see what's going on there. Now we get to use Ice Wave. These lava pillars are actually instant death if I touch one. Cool.
A lot scarier room than it might seem, just because easy to die. And
Just
then-
showing off too, a lot of the weapons do have like a second utility to them, not just doing damage, but they also interact with the stages as well.
Yeah, this stage was actually really clever. I do like it. This is Gearna Eye, which we're going to try and get a fast cycle on.
Yeah, the Gearna Eyes
No.
doesn't have invulnerability when it's opening and closing specifically. So if you have your 2 flash bombs, which deal damage every 3 frames per bomb, like if you have them stacked in a way that they can deal damage very quickly, while it's in that open and close animation, you can defeat it before the hammer comes out, but it can be a little bit tricky to get everything set up the right way.
Man, that bomb loop is so good.
That bat has been catching me every single practice run, and I'm really glad I made that. All right, here we go.
Oh, I thought he died.
Nice. Yeah.
That just skips waiting for another one of those geysers. The intended strategy for the really a lot of the opening part of the stage is riding these little lava boats, or whatever we want to call them, over the geysers that will push the thing up into the air, then we can proceed. Or we could use ball jumps, because why would we wait for anything? This is a speedrun. So now we're proving water balloons can defeat a swordsman. I guess he was built for a very low humidity environment. That's all I can come up with.
Yeah, why is he weak to water?
He's got orders, and it's probably to use Fire Slash. Please don't use Fire Slash.
Fire Slash right away. Okay.
Hey!
Yeah, because you can't hit him with fire.
Swordman has an attack called Fire Slash. It's like the little tornado sword spin. And if he uses it, we can't hit him.
Yeah, he separates his top and bottom half, and the top half goes all the way across the screen. So lovely to not see that.
Yep. The way to not see it from there is to get Swordman up against the wall and stand between Swordman and the wall. The bad thing about doing that is you're standing next to a melee-focused character, and you take all sorts of damage from it. So you gotta be a little careful.
Touch damage is so...
Mr. Cartridge Blowers.
Especially in Mega Man games, touch damage is fucking...
I got you, Mr. Cabs. $50
dead.
from Zephyron. What a run of games. Mega Man, Metroid, and Final Fantasy are some of my favorite franchises. Mine too. Looking forward to the rest of the marathon. Thanks to all the crew,
I need to do
runners,
Prime
and everyone
at
else
some
involved
Metroid
for
Prime.
making this possible.
Can we get a round of applause
Like,
for the
I know that's a
behind-the-scenes
first-person
team,
game, but I'm gonna
please?
try to push through. Because I keep hearing good things about that game, you know?
Always
So.
shout-outs to Tech. My only regret on that is that Searchman's music is awesome, and we just clapped over it. That's great, though. Tech deserves it. We get one more use of Rush Bike here because there's a lot of jumping going on here, and Rush can handle this a little bit better than the Hyper Slider can.
Yeah, a lot of uneven ground that just, it's convenient to have Rush Bike for.
And we get a Yoshi Ditch jump again. Shouts to Mario World. The SMW crew, let's go. Woo! Shortest half of the stage in the game. Now we can listen.
I just realized my new PC carried over all my emulators. Hey, that's good. Did you carry all your save data though?
Lots
That's
of
the real
ice wave
question.
in this section. There we go. And one more time.
Ice Wave was a good
Why do
weapon.
we want to climb ladders? We can just do this.
Thank you for recognizing that those ladders are not.
Naru, when you
fine.
play Mega Man 2, bro?
What about that grappling hook post? Was that one at Worship can play?
I will have to confer with the appropriate authorities.
Oh, good, that bird missed us. Whee!
Why is that? I thought we liked birds around here.
Only beat.
Only beat.
The rest
Yeah,
of the birds are
birds are
still
cringe.
jerks. If that one knocked me back on the spikes, that would have really been bad. Not that bad. We would have had frames, but... Again, the end of the stage just really shows off how broken Ice Wave is on a lot of levels. And we get to Searchman, our 8th and final Robot Master, who proves that 2 heads may be only as good as 1.
Yeah, if they're not working towards the same end, they're... Well, you'll see.
Of course.
Hiding in the bushes, it's not a huge time loss, but it is a time loss, especially if you don't find him on the first try. Come on, don't do that. Hey.
Well, at least you got him.
I'm pretty sure the reason that the left bush didn't burn was because he was still in iframes.
Maybe, but
Very weird interaction. Don't see it very often.
have to double check that later. We get Homing Sniper, the last weapon. This one, it's still useful. We just don't get to see it very much. That said, what's the next stage? Are we jumping and sliding again?
Geez, I hope not. It'd be terrible if we just had a long
It's Wily
spate of
1, I think.
donations that only said jump, jump, slide, slide.
Oh,
I'm so
no.
glad we told people not to do that.
Jump.
Yeah.
You think
Jump.
they might actually do it again?
Jump.
Yeah,
Jump.
probably.
Oh, no.
I don't think so. I have faith.
I believe.
All right, this is
The
what I
next
wanted to
stage
see.
really
Wily
is another
1.
auto-scroller on the jet sled. It goes a lot faster this time, so I'm going to be a little focused on that to make sure we get through it. Cartridge blowers, if you've got anything, this is a good time.
I have a lot of donations here. Nothing really stands out to me as I'm looking at them.
This is an auto-scroller, so it's probably going to look the
$50 from the
same.
Sound Defense. Jump, jump, slide, slide, donate, donate, defeat cancer, defeat cancer.
I like that last one.
That's a good one.
$10 from Yuri Haruhara. Leap, leap, slip, slip.
I mean, if you slip in like a tactful, careful sort of way, it can work for you.
$5 from Amber. Slide, jump, down, left.
Is this the contra
Sure.
code? I mean, we could use some extra lives.
Well, $5
Nah,
from
what is
Walk
the
the
contra
Boards.
code? I know the
Jump,
Konami
jump,
code.
Slide.
I don't know the
slide.
contra code.
Join train. Join train. B-A. Start.
Yeah, there we go.
$50 from Bajamas. Love the Mega Man block. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Over cancer. And $50 from Mega Timbo with a haiku. Jump, jump, slide, slide, jump. Jump, slide, slide, jump, jump, slide, slide. Mega Man Soccer.
It's true.
Yeah.
So speaking of Mega Man Soccer, we are about to break out the Mega Ball a lot more. Come on, Mega Ball, work for me. Okay, we got the right peg.
A shout out
last
to
sec-
Super Metroid here.
Yeah, this last section's a lot of Mega Ball and Charge Beam, Grapple Beam. This is a Tedamino. I'm looking for Mega Man's first movement so I can hopefully get us an early hit.
Nope.
Yeah, the positioning that you get is slightly random when you slide through that door, so it can be a little harder, a little easier, depending on what like semi-randomness that you get just
That's
coming into the room.
we do want to defeat everything that's not a Tenamino in between each appearance, right?
Yes, we want to knock out everything in this room as fast as we can so that the next cycle shows up. I'm told it's like waiting for a bus.
This boss
Sometimes
sucks
we're legally
indeed.
required to say that during speedruns, so.
I think he
I
just
said
knows
it.
what you need to stand
We're
for in
good.
order to get what you need to get.
I don't think these are technically actually frame rules, although it does take like some multiple of 30 frames for the next cycle to show up. I'm glad we got one on the edge, because that means we can stand in the middle. That was a Tedamino, everybody. That is also the boss fight where you really do need to know that you can hold up to get a much steeper angle on the Mega Ball kicks. You kind of have to figure out where to stand, how you want to kick the Mega Ball to get it into the slot where a Tedamino is to get that hit in for the cycle. And then we can move on to Wily 2. Wily 2 has Mega Man 8 song. We get one more ball climb in here.
Aren't they all Mega Man 8 song?
A little bit, but this one I feel like really is. Or a lot of people, I hear this one the most. Cool, we got through that. Cool, we climbed.
Man, that's
The
such a
full
good
power
movement
there
tech.
of Mega Balls.
Oh, this one is just gonna kind of be there. Come on, jump, jump.
Oh, hi.
Slice. Oh, I set myself up. No! Was not actually going for that. But we get rushed yet again. So we're gonna look for our friends. KLM, what was your favorite friend in this one?
Beat.
Beat?
Gotta go with Beat.
Beat? What do you like a teacher? You good?
I mean, I'm probably a roll stand.
Roll stand? I think we're doing okay.
Yeah. Cab, you're a little bit low on HP there.
We'll be all right. We got Otto with us. Otto never fails.
I think there's an HP pickup coming up soon.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Are we gonna be all right?
It'll be all right. Yeah.
All right, we'll be okay.
Actually, that and
No,
jump of
Cap,
that.
They disappeared.
All right, you get a few more chances.
It's an auto scroller. You know, sometimes you just miss these things.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to get hit by the green flames here, though. Definitely not.
Oh no,
That's okay.
is this another one of those things where you're doing the thing and saying the opposite, or am I missing something?
You think chat's buying it?
I don't know. Check chat in like 20 seconds.
Okay. Okay, we'll check chat then. I'm a little surprised we actually only have 2 friends here.
Yeah, there's supposed to be more friends that show up when you're on low HP.
It's true.
Glad we got to see Eddie though.
We got to see Otto. We
Otto,
missed
thank
Eddie
you.
entirely.
Sorry, you're right.
Eddie not seen in this run. Let's just hold down and right. We'll get there, right?
There's the HP cap.
There's
yeah,
right there?
right.
It's right. It's right.
Oh no.
It's all right. It was actually all intentional.
Shout out to Clear Tonic, who at some point discovered taking that death saves about 16 seconds or something like that.
Somewhere in that range.
Some ridiculous amount of time leading up to this boss. So fortunately, hits in the very first part of the stage don't matter too much. It's just a matter of taking some of those last couple of hits to make sure we get there. This is Blyking, the biggest RNG jerk in this game,
This was RNG?
because he does this. I'm not actually hitting his life meter at all.
No, this is what we didn't want to see.
Okay, here we go.
This is what we do want to see.
Yeah.
5 hits total, that's good. So one more Astro Crush, which we happen to have. And because the back legs are done now, we are guaranteed to see the front open.
Nice.
I wonder if I can get
So preferably we
a
would have
pop
seen
up for
that
flashing
second
lights.
cycle as the first cycle.
Just have
No big deal.
To a
We're
key.
done.
Yeah, could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. What you don't want to see is the back legs just continuously opening up. That's why you go after them with Fire Sword, just so you can destroy them yourself if you have to, but you don't want to, because then you start seeing like plus 40 in your splits, and it's like, what did I do wrong?
Well, that was the hardest part.
You didn't do anything wrong. And
Wily
yet
1
we
was the
are.
hardest part, so we're fast.
You
We're past that.
manipulated RNG wrong.
And
That's
then
what you did.
Wily,
That's true.
Wily 3 was just a boss rush,
One
right?
more ball climb. Shouts to Guts, man, who's
No,
just
okay, it's
hanging
just
out in the stage.
Aw, man. This would have been so
Game.
nice here.
Don't make me climb that ladder. I really don't want to. Gotta save some Mega Balls somewhere here, so it's probably gonna be this one. I'm just gonna ride this walking bomb for some reason.
You know, if I were creating robots, I wouldn't like give sentience and the ability to move around and make one's own decisions to something that also turned out to be a bomb. That just seems mean.
Very rude decision.
I mean, Wily is evil. It fits.
All right, we've got 5 Mega Balls. That's plenty. Would rather have.
Grr. Oh, this will
used
be an
more of
interesting
them, but
fight to
we're
see
good.
done
Anyway,
fast.
here's our good friend Forte. Maybe bass. Bass and treble. Come on, treble. So much like duo, bass only takes 1 point of damage from pretty much everything except full charge shots. So we're kind of stuck just.
Wait, what did
with
he just
let's
say?
Put him in iframes as much as we can. So much like duo, bass only takes 1 point of damage from pretty much everything except full charge shots.
Okay.
So we're kind of stuck.
Back
just
shots,
with,
that's
let's
crazy.
Put him in iframes as much
Well,
as we can.
at this point, I had
Sometimes he
the
goes
full
out of our
charge
reach.
charge fast, right? And it also pierced
I swear I
armor.
hit the
So.
shoot button again, but that's fine. When he does this, it's very nice. He just kind of sits there in the explosion. We can fire more buster shots into him. Aw.
He's been staying on the right side of the screen, which is great for us.
Yep.
Of course, I said something, so now
All right. Okay, nice.
that'll work.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Cool.
Base moves very, very, and in case you didn't hear me the first 2 times, very slowly to that finishing position. And
Which is why you want him on the
yeah,
right side.
if he
That makes sense.
gets knocked out in the top right corner of the screen, you have a bad time. 1, 2, 3. I saw that jump failing as
Oh,
soon as I took it. And I
no.
was like, I can't turn back, can I? That's all right. We get to see this section again.
And more homing sniper.
More homing sniper.
Yeah, it needs a little more time, I think.
Well, I mean, he has to get
tornado blow.
random an extra life,
Whoops.
or I guess, or something, because otherwise the game's over.
Acknowledging that I have no lives left, and there's a conveniently placed 1-up over here.
Never mind.
Ah. They'll never stop me now. All right. Nothing too fancy missed there. Just some slide jumps on narrow platforms. But we have our good friend. You might have seen him a little bit ago in Mega Man 3, except now it's Green
Devil.
Devil, or as we like to call it, the Jello Devil.
Yep.
Hey, Cab, we only attack when?
You got to wait for the jiggle. This is actually a serious statement. Once it reforms the second time, you're going to see that little shake of the hands. And when we see that, we know it's fully formed. If it's not, then the bomb might actually hit it, and that'll just put it into another cycle. We won't do a lot of damage. We'll have a bad day. We put our toe on a pixel there, which I equate to stepping over the foul line on a baseball game, because it maybe produces a no long pattern, jiggle. And then we beat the boss faster because we don't have to sit here and watch the Green Devil do the waves. Easy fight.
Yeah, that fight was.
So we're going to go into refights. A lot
the
of
Yellow
them
Devil
look
was way
pretty
harder.
much the exact same. So cartridge blowers, if you've got anything, let's take it home.
Of course I do. We have got $50 from Mixalide. All my love.
You're not,
and
fun
hugs
fact, you're not
Mr.
supposed to
Cab,
blow
Mrs.
into your
Cab, and
cartridges.
Mini Cab. Wish you
Which
all
is
very
you should
much
do is you
and
should get like
save those frames.
So Missy Mix-Led.
the air canister thing.
We've also got $50 from
because if you
Weeping
blow
Angel.
blow into your
First
cartridges,
donation this
you're
week.
getting
Good
you're
luck
blowing
for the run,
spit
Mr.
into
Cab.
it, and
Let's get
that'll
that bonus
corrode
game for more
the
GDQ,
inside.
and also that's beans.
Yo.
I was broke. Listen, they're like
It's an
$1
older
at the
name,
dollar
but it checks
store.
out.
Again,
Frostman's
Frostman.
still practicing.
He's
Well,
practicing.
anyways, I
He's
know
trying.
Rocket Paul. We know you
I
always
love it.
blow.
So Frostman, because we didn't really talk about it the first time. Yes, the
Huh?
flash bomb
You
only
said
does
it.
3 points of damage. So we get to get a 40 for you mathematicians out there. 3 times 13 is 39. That's 1 hit point we have to account for. That's the opening lemon in this fight. Otherwise, exact same as the first fight.
Can't believe you decided to do math on stream.
I know.
Bold choice.
I was told there would be no math, and then I brought it myself. I mean,
We weren't planning on it.
sorry. I'll be nice on me. Okay. So we do have a weakness for Grenade Man now. It's Thunderclaw. It's not that special looking. The best thing about it is we can reflect these bombs on our end, including directly at him. Directly at him, I said.
You get one more. No,
There we
never
go.
mind.
So cartridge blowers, if you've got some, a lot of these fights are going to be the exact same.
I can hit you with some. We've got $10 from Randomize. Excited to see Mega Man 8 on the stage. My first Mega Man Classic I ever finished, and speaking of firsts, big shout out to Mr. Cab. My first time ever being on GDQ main stage, I got the honor to be on couch with Mr. Cab. Good luck and on the run, and to all future runners.
Yo.
I wonder how some of you guys get like his.
$25
How did you get the
from
name
Glacier
Mr. Cat?
Cab, that happened.
A little early, but we'll
He's
get
making
it.
these guys. Remember, I did too,
So,
except for that last one. That's
that
because I just
happen.
didn't have enough health.
$20
I missed
sorry.
the
How'd
health
that happen?
pickup.
You can keep going.
$20 from Gracidia. Go AGDQ for another year of great speed runs and supporting the Prevent Cancer Foundation. Best wishes to the Mega Man 8 runners in the second half. Good job
He's really
beating
fucking good
Astro
at that.
Man.
But these
How
guys
did
aren't
that
kind
happen?
of. When you
I
have the
can't take
weakness to
this
them, they're kind of
anymore.
pushovers. That was an X4
Keep 'em
reference.
coming.
That donation.
$50 from Silly Person. Shout out to Mr. Cab on his Mega Man 8 run. $50 from Coffee Man. Watching AGDQ on a snow day is pretty great. The Mega Man block so far has been awesome. $50 for Silent Hill and those Evolution plushies. Just to remind y'all of our donation incentives, we are $14,000 towards the $40,000 needed to unlock Silent Hill 2 Hard by Agdisis as a bonus game later in the day. We also have our level 1 Omega Super Boss for Final Fantasy 15
How
coming
is it
up. And
Silent
we
Hill
are
2 harder than hard?
1/3 of the way.
Like, how does that
5,000
even
out of
work?
15,000 on the way to unlocking that. That's coming up right after Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, so please get those donations in.
Yeah, you want to see both of those things. And hey, if you like Pokemon, you want those Evolution plushies. They are adorable, and there's a lot of them.
Absolutely, Atitri. Thank you. Do you want? Let's talk. We can talk prizes. You want to host?
I mean, later in the week, yes, but
Heck
I'm
yeah.
kind of busy right now.
Oh, okay.
You can go for it if you
I
have
just want to
I
wear the hat.
understand.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
$50 from Atomic Chameleon. Let's beat cancer. Donating for that level 1 Omega Super Boss. That would be quite a sight to see. $20 from Max Power. Mega Man block is best block.
Truth.
So true.
And honestly, we're here. I'm
I
gonna
always
put
like the
these
Sonic
in.
block.
$10.
That's because
from
Sonic is
Costa
supposed to
Rican.
go fast,
Okay, let me try
right?
this again.
Like I
Jump,
think to this day,
jump,
Sonic is the
fly,
only Sonic
fly.
and the guys from Freedom
Fly.
Planet are the only
I wish
characters
we
that are
had,
meant to go
yeah,
fast.
Rush
Like
Jet
that
in
is
this.
their thing.
There's
Their
none
thing
left.
is go fast.
$10 from Poetics. I had to jump and slide to catch this Mega Man donation train. And finally, $5 from Jump, who merely says, slide.
There you go.
Well done.
Astro Man jumping all the way across the screen just to body us once.
Aqua.
Aqua, Astro. They both start with A. We'll get there. Astro's next. I've got it in my head now. Astro Man, the real Astro Man, is
The real Astro
other
Man,
robot
please
we
stand
have
up.
a new weakness for. We all love Astro Man, but he doesn't like homing sniper very much at all.
No.
So we'll see. Also, I was actually checking the compendium like in the months leading up to this. I didn't know you could actually charge homing sniper until I read
Can?
it. But we don't need to do that.
Come on, come down.
Had to happen.
Get down here.
Had to happen.
Cab, what happened?
Cab that happened.
Cab, that happens.
Cab that happened.
It had to happen.
Had to happen. Had to happen. Or if we like to play in the Japanese disc sometimes, Itayo! We love you, Astro Man.
In our hearts always.
All right, this is the end.
All right, one more weapon refill, and we've got a Wily machine. Let's take this run home. What's this? Oh, no. He said gotcha again.
Gotcha.
Man, he's just addicted to those mobile games.
No. This is, again, the PlayStation 2 version of the game, the PlayStation 1 version of the game. So we just mash through text. The text comes through instantly. If you're interested in learning Mega Man 8 and you happen to only have the Legacy Collection 2 version, it's pretty comparable to this. You do have to just hold text through that, but otherwise, we'd love to have you. The stats are all the same. Come help us with the relay races. We'd love to have you. But for now, we've got Dr. Wily still. Come on.
So he's just using the
Dr. Wily takes
crash.
2 damage from every hit of a whole bunch of weapons, including everything you see here and water balloon. Come on. Fire Sword is actually really nice because it has this long-lasting active hitbox. Just plant it right on top of Dr. Wily.
So he crashed and then used
Watch him take lots
sword,
of damage.
which is interesting.
And then the traditional capsule.
Wily capsule. He can spawn high or low, so we're ready for either one.
Yeah, they're
There's
just gonna
different
jump and
sets of
shoot him in the
attacks based
face.
on whether it's a high or a low spawn. We're keeping a little bit of an eye on our health here, just in case.
They're
but we
using
got
the
plenty for
grenade?
now. Mega Man
There's
7.
the pattern.
There it is.
Mega Man 7, the impossible pattern. Pot, I don't know how you dodge that.
I can confirm it is actually impossible.
Literally impossible. Yep. Okay.
All right, it was cute the first time.
Honestly, I kind of like it if he stays high because when he's low, there's eventually a... There's a circle pattern, which I'm going to jinx into existence here at some point. There we go.
There it is.
I don't mind that one,
one's
but I guess
probably the most dangerous.
I don't mind that one, but I think in the case of like speedrunning, that's probably the slowest one.
Whoa! I jumped into it.
That pattern is probably the most annoying because you can't dodge it if you're too close.
We know this run's not PBing, so we're going to show off the healing option here. It takes about 7 seconds to make the call to rush.
Go Rush!
Let's go, Rush.
And Rush Medic just showers health and weapon drops on you.
I mean, you can't argue. Speedruns are better with friends.
It's so true. That's
Whether
why,
here on a couch or out there in chat.
that's why I'm glad I have everyone on this couch with me. That's time. Sir.
Good job. All right, that was cool. Bomb ISOP, yeah. All right, I got one more thing I want to do. Real quick. All right, this is 13 minutes. We got 13 minutes. So I want to see, and this, mind you, this review is technically old. He's using his old thing. This is 11 years ago. So I'm gonna see if any of my opinions and his opinion line up. That's what I want to see.
So then, we're at the 8th installment of the franchise, and not only was this Mega Man's debut on the 5th generation of consoles, it was also the 10th anniversary of Mega Man at this time. And like Mega Man 6, Mega Man 8 was also another title I've had a long history with, but I haven't played this game in years. This is actually the first time I played this after playing the previous 7 entries in the series. So without further ado, let's look at Mega Man 8 for the PlayStation 1 and the Sega Saturn.
Mega Man 8. I must have run at you like 3 to 4 times back in the late 90s. I can't exactly recall our past
Mega Man
experiences
6
too clearly,
was
but I now
lit,
own
though.
you sitting in my growing PS1 collection. You and your garish greatest hits green spine. The PlayStation 1's greatest hits color was always an eyesore for me. I'm not going to bother making a clever analogy for it. This color is just fucking obnoxious. Now, the reason I'm
green
looking
is
at both
fine.
the
It's
PS1
the
and
red
Saturn
on top
version
of
of the
the
game is
green that's
because the
kinda
Saturn
gross.
version was released a few months after the PlayStation version, and as a result contained some extra content I thought was worth looking at for the review. Why is my copy Japanese? There you go, that's why. Thanks to this action replay card I spent a good chunk of change on, I can play Japanese imports on my Sega Saturn, no problem. Throughout the review, I'll be showing footage
Why
from
didn't you
both
just get a
playthroughs I
Japanese
recorded from
Saturn?
each system. The one with better clarity is the PlayStation 1 version since I recorded it using my Hot Pod and PlayStation 3, while the Saturn version was recorded with this thing, which is not a Hot Pod. That's enough with the technical jargon. Mega Man 8 was released in celebration of Mega Man's 10th anniversary, and it shows as early as the opening animated intro. This pretty much sums up the past 7 games. Only at times it shows Mega Man actually shooting in more than one direction, and that's just horseshit.
It is.
The Japanese version has this J-pop song accompanying the intro called Electrical Communication, which I think fits pretty well, but I also like the instrumental thing that plays in the English release. Mega Man 7 was when the series started throwing more story elements into the mix, which Mega Man 8 continues with, but in addition to in-game conversations with various characters, we also have full-fledged animated cutscenes that play at certain times. With that said, our story begins with 2 mysterious figures battling to the death in the reaches of space, above the surface of what looks like Saturn. After a few seconds of headbutting, the purple one begins to fall towards planet Earth, with the blue one giving chase. Meanwhile, Mega Man is seen
We still don't know what that other thing was, do we?
Hey, Zach! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies!
We are not enemies!
First off, it's base, not bass. He's not a fish. And secondly, not enemies. Did he forget Mega Man 7 already or what?
Thirdly, yes, that's Mega Man.
We are not
voice.
enemies!
Mega Man 8 doesn't just have animated cutscenes, it also has voice acting. As the game that celebrates Mega Man's 10th anniversary, I'm sure the developers took extra care in hiring the best English voice actors a gaming company in the mid-90s could afford.
You'll pay for this insult. I'll be back.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another
Just
energy
love the
emission from
line.
the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll
Find Dr. Wowie.
Good God, where do I even begin with this? Mega Man sounds more like a girl than Roll does, Dr. Light has a serious case of the Elma Fuzz, and almost everyone sounds like they're recording their dialogue in their mom's living room in the middle of the night.
The barrier prohibits me from going there.
I can only assume the Japanese voice acting is better, but that's because I can't understand any of it. I am curious though, is the Japanese voice acting considered as bad for Japanese gamers as the English voice acting is for English gamers? Well, bad voice acting or not, it is deliciously entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
So Dr. Light informs Mega Man that a meteorite has crash landed in this deserted island that happens to be shaped like a skull. Unsurprisingly, the island is a secret base for Dr. Wily, who manages to salvage the remains of the meteorite before Mega Man
I don't know if you heard it, but
gets
he
to
actually said Wily.
Mega Man notices a damaged robot inside the crater and leaves it for Dr. Light to inspect. As punishment for failing to stop Dr. Wily, Mega Man has to fight 4 robots before he's worthy enough to face the Doctor for the 8th time. That's the only reason I can possibly think of for Mega Man needing to fight these things, because these robots just come out of nowhere with no build-up. By the way, only 4 robots, huh? I ain't buying that in the slightest. Even the back of the case spoils that there's 8 new enemies to defeat, so why continue with this particular formula? Alright then, Mega Man is able to jump into the 5th generation, and well, I think it's pretty obvious just by looking at it. Richer colors, more detailed sprites, very fluid animation, and because we're dealing with CD technology this time, we have CD quality audio. The production values overall have seen an upgrade since Mega Man's short lifespan on the Super Nintendo, and I will say, it all looks and sounds good. The Saturn version has a few added effects for some stages, like better looking water and Aquaman stage. Yes, there's a robot in this game called Aquaman. I'd make a joke about that, but I'm pretty sure everyone else in the history of ever has already done so.
Aquaman! But you can call me handsome guy!
And Tango Man's theme in the Saturn version is also completely different.
Why was that one? Why was that one spicy
I'm not sure
though?
on why that is. After playing it enough,
Why was that
I
one
think the
zesty?
Saturn version overall has richer sound quality. I put a strong
Who during
emphasis
development
on
was
I
like, that
think,
one's gonna be
because
gay.
I swear there were a lot of little nuances I noticed in the Saturn version that I didn't get with the PS1 version. I won't spend much time on Mega Man himself since he's pretty much the same as he has been for the last few games, although he can actually swim in this game when it comes to water levels. That's not as amazing as I think it would be though.
You should let Magic know
One
that.
thing you can do in this game that you couldn't do before is the ability to shoot your Mega Buster while simultaneously using a special weapon, so you don't have to find
didn't know that
yourself
was in the
frantically
game.
switching between weapons to deal with a certain threat or obstacle. With this game's level design, however, I never really found the need to do that, though I think it's gotten a little worse since Mega Man 7. Every stage is equipped with set pieces that will challenge you in different ways. The Tengu Man stage has this section where you use Rush Jet to bombard an air fleet, and Frostman has this snowboarding section that'll test your jumping and sliding abilities. And it's with this certain challenge that I'm fucking certain that the version of Mega Man 8 you can find in the Anniversary Collection has some sort of input lag. At least in the PS2 version, because there were countless times where I swear I hit the jump button, but Mega Man just careened off the damn platform like a blue dope.
No, that
when I
happened
played
to
the
me
game on the
too, and I
original
don't think they
PS1
had
release
anything.
and the Saturn version, I cleared these snowboarding sections on my first try. Is it just
No. Not to say that he did do that, but I think there was something wrong, something weird with this section just in general. I think this section, something's fucky with this.
me? More than ever, there's a large emphasis on using your special weapons to clear certain obstructions and nothing else. Your Mega Buster does a fine enough job in taking care of threats. The special weapons aren't horrible, but most of the time they're situational. The only one I consistently use is the Flash Bomb, because of its lingering effects that take down enemies very quickly. Besides that, I'm just using most of these weapons to either take down the boss that's weak to it, or to reveal a hidden pathway that contains a bolt for this game's shop. Bolts are nowhere near as abundant as they were in Mega Man 7. In fact, there's only 40 of them in total, and you really gotta go out of your way for a good chunk of them. I hate trying to collect the bolts you have only one shot of getting, because if you screw up, you essentially gotta get a game over, because the checkpoint is right after the area where the bolt was, with no way of backtracking to get it. Between stages, you can visit the shop and purchase upgrades that Mega Man can use to have an easier time. This includes alterations
Yeah, I
to
just
the Mega
wasn't
Buster to
focused
give
on
it
the
more
bolts,
of a
so I guess they
punch,
didn't bother
an
me.
upgrade that completely negates knockback, thank God, to something incredibly mundane as the ability to climb ladders faster. Who the hell? Well, Rush is back, but damn is he nearly useless here. There's no Rush Jet here, no Rushed Coil, hell, there's no Super Adapter. Instead,
Super Adapter
after
was
defeating certain
based.
mini-bosses, you gain access to the likes of the Rush Bike, a power-up I only used once or twice in a playthrough because it's just a means of having Mega Man move faster on the ground. Once platforms are thrown into the equation, which is all the time, Rush Bike suddenly becomes less useful. Then there's the likes of the Rush Question, where Rush taps into his inner Eddie and gives you a random item, or he can just fall asleep.
Man's best friend.
There is one Rush item I do like, the one where Rush assaults you with health and weapon energy. This ability, especially late game, can be really handy because Mega Man 8
Yeah, I didn't know we
has
even had
no
this until you
energy
guys told
tanks,
me.
none whatsoever, and you can only use this ability once per life. It's not all bad because Mega Man 8 handles things a little differently compared to the other games. First off, stages are broken into two segments. When you begin the second half of a stage, everything, which includes your life, weapon energy, and rush parts, gets refilled completely. Every time you lose a life, everything gets refilled. If you somehow lose all your lives after entering the second part of the level, you continue in the second half of the level. It almost completely eliminates the need for lives in general. So as you can see, the game is pretty damn generous at times, so the absence of energy tanks isn't too unnerving, but it still feels like a step backwards to me. I thought energy tanks were awesome. They gave me confidence, and it always brought a little smile on my face when I
did like
collected
the
them.
energy
Little
tanks.
things, you know? So after Mega Man
I
defeats
did
the
like
last
the
of the
fact that
four
even
robots,
when I was
Mega Man
getting
heads
health
back to the
pickups and I
lab with
had
the
full
energy
health,
samples
then
he
he was
collected
going
from the
to
four
something, yeah.
robots. This, as we'll find out soon, is called Evil Energy. I shit you not,
Ooh.
that's what it's called. And to seal the deal, it's literally shaped like a skull. The robot Mega Man found in the crater is repaired thanks to Dr. Light, and soon awakens. Observing that the remains of the evil robot he faced earlier is living on as the evil energy, the robot flips out with Mega Man tailing after him.
Oh, so what's
If you're playing
happening? I
Saturn
thought
version of
the
game, you can have
fucking
a
robot
rematch
just
with
wasn't
Cutman
there.
for Mega Man 1, complete with a remix of this theme.
Wait, what did you
Playing
say?
the Saturn is living on as the evil energy, the robot flips out with Mega Man tailing after him. If you're playing the Saturn version of the game, you can have a rematch with Cutman for Mega Man 1, complete with a remix of this theme, which I find pretty cool, but eventually Mega Man manages to locate the rogue robot. The two have a round of fisticuffs with Proto Man soon jumping in to put
Probably
an end
Sigma.
to it.
That
The
would make
mysterious robot
sense
escapes, and
if
Proto Man
there was
tells
some
Mega
kind
Man
of
that
connection
Wily's
between
tower is
Mega
just
Man
beyond
and
the
Mega
next
Man
area,
X series at
with
all.
Mega Man immediately heading towards it. Unfortunately, Giant Robot
Whatever
Gorilla,
took over
who then
Sigma?
proceeds to squeeze
Whatever
the shit
took
out of
over
Mega Man
Sigma,
for a good 20
is
seconds with Mega
explained,
Man screaming
so
his
it's not
lungs out
that.
during the entire time. Whether it's English or Japanese, this part is ear-grating in equal quality. Holy shit, someone save him and shut him up already! Oh, thank God. Out of nowhere comes the mysterious robot who manages to save Mega Man and then introduces himself as Duo, a being created for the sole purpose of eliminating evil. Starting with Giant Gorilla Bot over there. Duo explains that evil energy is indeed evil, but he can't access Wily's tower because of a barrier that blocks entry. A force field that needs to be shut down. This calls for 4 more Robot Masters, and sure enough, there they are. The second half of the game always seemed to drag for me. Swordman stage is pretty fun in my opinion, and Surgeman stage is okay enough.
Swordman stage is
You can
cool.
even fight Woodman here in the Saturn version of the game. However, Astroman and Aquaman stages are not exactly what I would call fun. I don't
I
really
agree
like the
with that.
labyrinth puzzles of Astroman stage, and this mini-boss takes forever to kill an Aquaman stage. I
agree.
swear he has more health in the Saturn version too. But you know, in due time, Mega Man defeats the last of the Robot Masters and gains entry to Wily's tower. Like Mega Man 7, it isn't a gauntlet, so you're free to explore previous stages to collect more bolts for the shop. A lot of these upgrades really aren't that spectacular though. I recommend the Arrow Shot for added power, the Hypercharger to shoot more charged arrow shots, the Super Recover to get the most out of pickups, and for shits and giggles the Climb Ladders faster upgrade. Considering how this game is designed, I'm actually surprised Wily's tower isn't a gauntlet. I mean, everything you have replenishes between stages and deaths, and it's not like there's any bolts to collect in the Wily stages, so if a player is entering the Wily tower, they're most likely finished with exploring the rest of the game. It's all
Yeah,
just a
why
nitpick,
wasn't?
but
That's
thought
what I
it
was
worth bringing
confused
up.
too. Because
With that
why
said,
wasn't
there's
it a
only one
gauntlet?
thing I
You know what
can't
mean?
stand about this place.
Why didn't
the
you just go to
beginning
one
of
after
Wily
the
Stage
other?
1. Again, this place gave me absolute hell in the Anniversary Edition, but I managed to complete it on my first try in both the original PS1 release and the Saturn version. I'm telling you, there has to be some sort of input lag. There just has to be. Everything else about Wily's Tower is nothing really to talk about. There's a bit of obnoxious enemy placement from time to time, and the bosses aren't too much to discuss. Well, Bass makes a reappearance after being noticeably absent during the entire game, but even his fight doesn't compare to the boss fights in Mega Man 7. And
beat
if you're
him first
wondering
try.
why I'm not violently reacting to the mere sight of the Green Devil, it's because I knew you this guy's been a total pushover since I first played the game in the late 90s. Look at that, I didn't take a single hit. Mega Man reaches Wily and almost dives to Wily's cannon, but Duo comes in just in time to save Mega Man, and then soon leaves thanks to the assistance
Almost
of
dies to
Proto
his PP
Man.
gun.
But Dr. Wily is still alive and kicking. That actually makes this whole sequence seem rather pointless, doesn't it? Wily is challenging, but only because you don't have energy tanks. So you gotta bring your A game when it comes to dodging shit. And
It's
using
also
your
because
first
you
aid kit
can't
from Rush
see
at the
all of
right
his
time.
bullshit if you're
With
using
one final
the
blast,
one
Wily
weapon.
is defeated, who then begins the whole
Wily.
begging for forgiveness thing for the 8th time. Well, to the game's credit, they're certainly aware of how old it's getting and proceeds to make fun of it slightly, so we have that at least. Suddenly, a burst of energy emits from Wily's capsule and attacks Mega Man, which for some odd reason warps our hero out of the Wily Tower, which I'm sure the Doctor himself has managed to escape. Duo, for the 3rd time, saves Mega Man by pulling the evil energy from his robotic nether regions, and thanks to the
You
unconscious
see,
Mega
I'm
Man
not
for
the only
helping
one
him
who
on his mission
I'm
to
not the
stop
only one who
evil.
noticed he pulled that out of
Duo
his
departs,
dick.
Mega Man regains consciousness, everyone's happy, and Proto Man tells Mega Man that Duo thanks him for the assistance, ending Mega Man 8.
You know,
It was
after
fun.
playing the 7 previous entries in the series, Mega Man 8 seems really lackluster in comparison.
Now don't get me wrong,
I like
Mega
the
Man 8
Mega Man
definitely
X
looks and
elements,
sounds
but
like
it's
a title
fine.
representing the 10th anniversary in the series, but gameplay-wise, it just feels off. Perhaps it's because the limited access of Rush or the uninspired bosses, maybe it's a lot of little things that just build up over time and hamper my experience overall. I know one thing for sure, I didn't
Screw
have as
Attack?
much fun
Yeah.
here as I did in previous games. Hell, I think Mega Man 7's a better game. Mega Man 8 is about on the same level as Mega Man 5 for me.
No, Mega Man
Sure, the
7
production
sucks.
values are top-notch for a 2D 5th generation title, but in terms of the game itself, it's just there. Maybe there was a reason I always rented the game instead of just buying it back in the 90s. Mega Man
I
8
think
is solid
there's a
in
lot
its
of
own
things that
way,
I like
but compared
in
to the
Mega
other
Man
games
8,
in the
but
series,
I still think
feel
6
there
is
are
the
better
best.
options. I would
Or was it
recommend you the
5?
Saturn
One of them.
version because of the added content such as the extra boss fights, the graphical touch-ups, and the bonus galleries you can view at your leisure, but unless you don't mind shelling out some money for an action replay and a Japanese copy of the game, you're going to be paying a pretty penny for the English version. Just try to avoid the version on
Johnny.
the Anniversary Collection. Did I mention
Emulation.
that version also has sound issues?
Oh
Sorry,
my
just proving
god.
a point.
Okay, then 3 games left to look at, 2 more videos to go, folks.
All right.
So I'll
All right. Oh goodness. All right, that'll be it. That'll be it. That'll be done. We'll be done. Now that we're done, I happy Mega Man. Now that we're done. That's on for you. I need to eat. I haven't eaten today. All right, so you guys will not hear from me again until Monday, where we continue with Final Fantasy X-2. We'll see if we continue after that. Oh, kids. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me. Nairi, thank you for the raid. Let's just raid Amy. Keep it simple. You know what I mean? Wait, I mean we're not done yet. Tell me something. What's up? Do you want to 100% that game? Hell no. Oof. I can get my strategy guy here. No, I'm not gonna 100% 10. So the thing now is that I only 100% games that I've played already. So like that would be like a Sonic game or something. That's the only time I 100% games, and I can tell you right now that I have no. After trying to 100% the Link's Awakening DX, I have no interest in 100%ing a game unless it gets me something at the end of it. You just did play it. You know what I mean. Is there anything else? Because we got a few seconds left. Get your last second. Get your few seconds in. Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? All right. I'll see you guys Monday. I hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend. Later.